All right, so same thing we did yesterday, continuation. So pressure pass, defense, pressure pass. We're back on a defense right now. So the scenario we're doing, they started off over under passing. Here we planted our foot to create the power to put his face to the mat. We got his face to the mat, but as we did, he got this arm over. So we brought this hook over right here. So now to defend this. So very similar to like the hip bump sweep that we were doing, also the hip bump to the mount from the when he still has the over under. So I want to keep as much pressure as I can, trying to keep his face to the mat, bring this elbow behind me and start building some height. And then I'm going to start to create the hip bump sweep. So if they did nothing, I could just roll them over to mount right here. But they're going to start to, more than likely, they'll start to drive back into you this way. So then if you go to close guard, just keep in mind this leg right here. Try not to knee your partner in the face here, but we can get back to close guard. Or we're here, we build up, I'm shoving his face down, and when he goes to come back in, I can time it. So I plant this foot back on the mat as he's coming into me here. I just find his elbow to block it, take this hook out, and use like crowbar sweep mechanics basically to drive him over this direction here. And I can get the mount here. Or the same exact thing can happen on that side here. When I go here, boom, and he fights me back here. When I go here, he still catches himself and stops, but then it's really easy to get to the close guard here. So the main thing is where he's at passing, it's all about this leg. If I get this leg free, I'll be fine. So if he really messes up, I can get to a positive good spot. If he just corrects himself, I'll get my leg back and get back to guard. So over under pass. Make sure when you're on this spot right here, for what we're drilling, we're putting this foot down here so I can create a stronger bridge. The average person, if I just push his face like this, the average person is not going to be strong enough to get someone's face all the way to the mat if they're really trying not to get their face put to the mat. So foot to the mat here so I can create the leverage I need, and that's when they get this arm over. This is the scenario, and then I come here. Reach, bring my elbow up like this so I can get on top of it here. Keeping this pressure into his face here. Drive this way so when he comes back, he frees up my leg. I can either come back to the guard right here, or I can use his momentum, make sure I find this elbow, take him over, or he still corrects himself, but then it's really easy to get my leg out and get to the close guard. Any questions? The people who haven't been here, I'll obviously get you guys caught up to speed. All right, ready?